It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a rematch of last year's wild card round in the AFC playoffs. It's the Dolphins and the Bills. All that and more coming up next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's Hill, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid game.
And Davis will have the Bills first down as they get this to the 44-yard line. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield, here's Allen. It's caught by Davis. And Davis will have the Bills first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. As they've got it as we resume action. Tua now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick. It's Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season in Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards despite playing with an all-pro in Tyreek Hill.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Allen now on first down. And Diggs has it. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That's another Bills first down.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Reach the second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Allen again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that would be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early two-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fighting his way through contact. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Miami.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. On target over the middle to Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 yards to go, second down. Tua going to throw. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing on first down is Allen. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On play action, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Now Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this returnable for Hill. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his
he
rhythm
got
was just
confused.
off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 59 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 2 and a throw again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
First down, Dolphins.
Now Tua. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Tua now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than when they're trying to get done on offense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They hand this off to Harris, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Again, it's Harris on second down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bills, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.